I'm Ollie from Motorsports Pro, and today we're going to be unboxing, setting up and reviewing the Outdoor Master Shark 3 battery powered electric SUP pump. All right, let's get it out of the box and have a look at what's inside. First thing we've got here is the hose. That's got loads of different nozzles on it for pretty much any inflatable you can think of. And it's all held together with this bit of plastic cord, so there's less chance of losing it, which is really helpful. Next up, we have the 12-volt car adapter. So if the pump runs out of battery, you can just plug this into the car and keep inflating. So that's always helpful if the battery goes dead on the pump. Then there's also this USB-C charger for fast charging. You'll need a fast charging plug to use it, not just a normal USB plug. Right, now let's get the pump out of the box and see what it looks like. Feels pretty heavy, very solid, and it's feeling really well built. It's slightly bigger than other pumps, but not massively. And that does have a built-in battery and extra capacity, so that'll be why. Outdoor Master says it can do 15 psi in 4 minutes and 6 boards at 12 psi without overheating, so we'll test that later on. Here's where the airflow happens, and we've got the charging ports, which are nicely tucked away. And we've got the feet underneath to help keep it steady and probably helps cut down the noise. All right, let's have a look at setting this up. So setting up the pump is straightforward. We've got inflate and deflate. Hose goes into the inflate side, and grab the hose end without the valves. Just screw it on nice and tight. Then with the valves, make sure we find the right one and twist it on. So I know that that's the right valve, and it's always worth checking. Twist it on like that. Easy peasy. And get that on nice and tight. Make sure it's all twisted in position. To get inflating, we can turn on the pump, double check what pressure the board needs to be at, and now let's go into some shade to show you the screen. As soon as you turn it on, numbers flash, and you simply press plus or minus to set the correct pressure. This pump goes to 20 psi, so your standard paddleboard would take around 15 psi, so this pump is more than enough for even the best, most rigid inflatable paddleboards. There are 3 preset modes: SUP, kite, and matte. Plus it remembers your last setting, which saves time. So once you're set, hit start, and away we go. So now we're up and running. The pump starts in fast inflate mode, which is quick and quiet because it doesn't need loads of power to initially fill the board with air. Then once the pressure gets a bit more, it gets a bit tougher, it switches to the second stage, which is when the compressor kicks in, and it's much louder and gives us the higher pressure we need. All right, we're almost there, and it's pumped up this 10.8 all-round paddleboard to 15 psi in about 4 minutes and 25 seconds, which is rapid. And once the pump has inflated the board to whatever psi we set, which in this case was 15, the pump will auto shut off. Perfect, nice and easy. So hopefully you can see this, but we've just done one full inflation of the board, and you can see there are 4 lights around the outside of the screen, which seem to be the battery indicators, and 1 light's now removed, so it looks like we should be able to do 3 more boards. Let's keep going and see what happens. We'll speed this bit up to make it a little less boring, but that's 2 inflations now. That's 3. No sign of overheating or anything going wrong with the pump. And that's 4. So the pump didn't even attempt the 5th board. So we can safely say that this pump will be able to inflate 4 paddle boards to 15 psi really easily. It was a hot day. It didn't overheat, so it worked really well. And the speed that it did it at was absolutely rapid. Inflating a board to 15 psi in 4 minutes and 25 seconds is easily the fastest pump I've ever used. So this pump is one of the more expensive ones on the market, but if budget isn't an issue for you and you just want a top quality bit of equipment that will rapidly inflate your paddleboard, then the Outdoor Master Shark 3 is a great option.